How is it going, everybody? This is RBT coming at you with a little Red Sox baseball talk. No, it's been a while since I came at you with the Red Sox video, and that wasn't necessarily entirely my fault because I made a video directly following the Rays series, and I was about 10 minutes into that video, going hard in it, and somebody started knocking on my door and yelling my name. And I had to stop, and I was really tired at the time, and I did not feel like making another video and starting over, so I didn't do that. But in disregard the hair, I've been working out and everything, and look, I've been out in the sun a lot, so I look kind of fried. I am, but it's got spring break coming up, so that's cool and all. But anyways, to the point of the video. Boston Red Sox, man, we've been playing lights out. We've won 6 in a row. We beat the Cleveland Indians again tonight, 6-3. Andrew Bailey got the save. We actually swept the Indians, and that's two. I saw this in my other video that I made that didn't get uploaded when we beat the Rays 3 straight times. I'm not sure if you consider that a sweep because it was supposed to be a 4-game series, and the first game got postponed. So I don't know if you actually call that a sweep or not. But if so, that's 2 straight sweeps, and we have the Kansas City Royals coming up. I think it's the start of a 10-game homestand. I could be wrong. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, 10-game homestand, and now we are 11-4, 2 games ahead of the New York Yankees at first place in the AL East. And I mean, yeah, like I said, we're on a 6-game winning streak. But if you go back to the last few games we lost, was the Orioles series. And the first game that we lost in that series, we were up by 2 points in top of the ninth, and that's when Joel Hanrahan, trying to backtrack, this was weeks ago, but Joel Hanrahan gave up a 5-run top of the ninth. But if you watch that game closely, you notice that many of pitches could have been called for a strike that were on the corner of the plate. That could have very easily been called a strike, and the game would have been over there. And there's about three or four pitches I recall that could have been called strike 3 for the third out that did not get called, and ended up screwing us over, and we lost that game. It was 5-8. We actually should have won that game 5-3, or it was actually 5-4. Chris Davis, I believe, led the game off would have led the inning off with a home run. And then the second game, it was a 2-3 loss. Bullpen gave up another late run and ended up losing the game for us. But I mean, that's gonna happen. But like I said, those 2 losses weren't bad losses. One of those should have actually been a win, I believe. But still, like I said, we're sitting at 11-4, playing very, very good baseball. We more than likely get David Ortiz back tomorrow, and I hope that really doesn't screw anything up because I mean, yeah, David Ortiz, well, some say, I mean, arguably our best player, best hitter, and I mean, he's gonna fit right there in the 3-hole. It's going to be interesting to see what happens to the lineup with Victorino, Pedroia, Ellsbury. If I imagine Victorino's going to fall and they're going to move Dustin Pedroia to second. I don't know. Maybe they do something interesting to put David Ortiz in the 5-hole. No, they wouldn't do that. They keep Ortiz in the 3-hole. Napoli 4. They're probably going to put Pedroia in the second spot in the order. But that's going to be interesting to see. Just hopefully it doesn't screw anything up. Jackie Bradley Jr. is probably going to get sent down and play. Oh, he might have already been sent down. I'm not real sure. But he's going to get sent down. I've questioned that before. I did not know what's going to happen because Jackie Bradley really has struggled as of lately. I mean, you don't want to call him a disappointment because he's played good at times. I mean, he showed flashes of what he can be and what he will be one day. But, I mean, obviously he wasn't ready yet. He really needs to work on hitting the inside pitch because once pitchers find out that's his weakest point, they've been attacking it, and he's not been able to overcome that very well. But he's got a great eye, great arm, great glove, very fast. I mean, he's a good hitter. He's just got some things to work on that he'll turn. I think he'll end up being an all-star player, definitely. And we saw that in the spring. He's going to be a good player. Mike Napoli's been playing very good as of late. Saltalamacchia added a home run in today. Mike Napoli's been an RBI machine lately. And our rotation has been playing absolutely insane. They're just pitching lights out. We have not gave up our starters have not given up more than 3 runs in a start all season. I think that's a club record. Could be wrong there, but I mean, pitchers. I've said this all along. John Farrell. I mean, people don't understand how big of a difference it will make to a team to have a difference in a leader from Bobby Valentine compared to John Farrell. I mean, I've said this so many times. The biggest job for a big league manager is, I mean, you can't teach him how to play. I mean, yeah, there's things you can critique, but you can't teach him how to play. You're there to be a motivator. You're there to provide a positive, I think there's a positive feeling in the clubhouse, to create a positive environment and a fun place to be, a fun place that you want to come 162 days a year, work, do your job, have fun doing so while being successful out on the field. And that's what John Farrell is. I mean, he's brought Clay Buchholz, John Lester back to their form. They're pitching lights out. Ryan Dempster, Felix DeBrant, even Alfredo Aceves had a good night the other night pitching. I mean, everybody's just clicking together. I love the way John Kruk put it on Baseball Tonight maybe a week ago or less than a week ago. He said that we don't have superstars at every position, because we don't. But we have guys who are scrappy, who play the game right, come to the ballpark every day with a positive attitude, give it their best shot every single time they hit, they go to field a ball. I mean, they just play their heart out, and that's what we have. We have just the complete opposite of last year's team. I mean, I'm not exaggerating one bit. It's the absolute complete opposite of last year. And that's a good thing, because we were atrocious last year. So, the opposite of atrocious is, you get the point. But I mean, Pedroia's been playing well. Shane Victorino's been playing very well. I mean, I was very, very happy with the way that they approached the signings in the offseason. They didn't try to sign the superstars, but they tried to sign the guys like Shane Victorino, Johnny Gomes, who provide a positive influence in that clubhouse. It's obviously working out well, because I really do believe that's one of the biggest keys to being a successful ball club in Major League Baseball. Is having a team of fun guys who can drag the way through the season while giving it their best every single day, having fun. That just makes it the same way for everybody else in the clubhouse. And that's what they did. I was so happy today we signed Shane Victorino, because I knew, I mean, they did overpay for him a little bit, but I knew this guy is the type of guys we need in Boston, and I knew from that point on that's the right approach that they're taking. And I was so excited, because I knew it was going to turn this team around. Not to the extent that they are now. I didn't expect this, but I did not buy into any of the off-season predictions by the magazines, or whatever you want to call it, the online Sports Illustrated predictions of us finishing in 5th place. No, I don't know if we're going to continue to play this great the whole season. I mean, it's going to be hard to stay healthy, but I do believe we get into the playoffs, rather it's winning the division or one of the 2 wild card spots. I do believe we have a good team, a great pitching staff, an excellent bullpen at times. They can be bad at times, but for the most part, they're good. I believe we have the correct formula for a team. This is disregarding any possible injuries to make it to the playoffs, especially with that 1-2 punch we have in John Lester and Clay Buchholz. I mean, they're not going to pitch this way all year. They're gonna have losses. They're gonna have their bad games, but this is definitely what you want to see if you're a member of Red Sox Nation. And it is going to be interesting to see how our lineup is affected with Ortiz, because I mean, we haven't been a power hitting team. We've been walking a ton. We've been playing great defense, which has helped our pitchers out some. But we've just been getting singles, moving around the base pass, stealing bases, walking. We've been walking a ton. I think we have been striking out a little bit more than we need to, though. We haven't been a power hitting team. We haven't been hit the ball in the gap, doubles, home run type team. We've been getting on base with walks, sacrifice flies, stolen bases, singles. do whatever you can to get on base and taking advantage of every opportunity that you're given, and that's what we've been. I mean, we haven't had many home runs so far this season, aside from the one game where we hit 6. I mean, Mike Napoli, man, he's turned into a RBI machine. But I don't want this to run too long. I want to talk a little bit about the upcoming series. But yeah, we swept the Indians on a 6-game winning streak, and tomorrow it's going to be magical in Fenway. I wish I could be there. That would be amazing to see how it's going to be after all the events that happen. I mean, you don't want to compare. You don't want to mix an event of that magnitude with baseball, but I really do think this team is going to feed off that and makes them want to play that much harder and that much better every day. I think this can be something that helps this team, and that's a great thing, because the more help this team gets, the better they're going to do, and the better they're going to do, the easier it'll be for the people of Boston and the people that were affected by this to enjoy watching a baseball game that keeps their mind off of the bad things that happened, and they'll enjoy watching the baseball games because they're playing that much better. And it's just insane. But tomorrow will be a magical night in Fenway. I just can't wait to see what happens. I mean, everybody's going to try to get their mind off of what happened and playing baseball, doing things people enjoy watching and being involved in. That's the way to go about it. And the more successful you are, the easier it's going to be for those people to keep their mind off of what happened. But anyways, the Royals, it's going to be a fun game tomorrow because you got James Shield versus Clay Buchholz, a great pitching matchup there. Royals are a good young team, have a great lineup, so it's going to be fun, tough series. Doesn't get much easier the next series because we have the Oakland A's coming in, a very good team, actually leading the AL West. I think they have a better record. Let me check. They have, I think, maybe a game ahead of us. Yep, they have 12 wins. We have 11. We both have 4 losses. So they're a good team. They have a good young pitching staff. They have a lot of our older players that we let go, such as Josh Reddick, Jed Lowry, Brandon Moss, Coco Crisp. That might be all, but yeah, it's a lot of old players in their team. I think actually Yoenis Cespedes might be on the DL, and he's a great player. He's actually an MVP caliber player if he doesn't get hurt, and he's not out for the bulk of the season. But they have a really good team, so they're going to be. It's gonna be tough to continue this winning streak. I don't think we get past maybe 8 games. But I think we should compete. I think we might. I think worst case scenario, we win one of these series or lose the other, because we play the Astros in a 4-game series at home following these 2 series. So if we don't win all 4, we should win at least 3 of those games against the Astros. But worst case scenario, I said we win one of the series against Royals or A's and drop the other. But I very easily could see us winning both. And it just really depends on how the lineup is affected by the way David Ortiz comes in. Hopefully, knock on wood, it's not affected by what happens. It's not affected negatively by the way, or by when Ortiz comes into the lineup, whether that's tomorrow or sometime during the homestand. More than likely tomorrow. He's supposed to rejoin the team tomorrow. And I'm trying to check. I do believe Yoenis Cespedes is on the DL. Yes, he is. That's bad. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I recap the series. I previewed the next couple series, and that should, I believe, I mean, it's possible that we can win all this whole entire homestand, win the Royals series, A's series. I no doubt in my mind think we'll win at least 3 against the Astros, if not sweep them. And if that's the case, I fully expect us to be at least 3, possibly even 4 games ahead of anybody else in the division by the end of April. And going into May, we start out with the Blue Jays, Rangers. Kind of tough. Man, May is actually very, very tough. So, wow, we can save that for another day. But thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please check out my other videos, and please, like I said, please subscribe because I'm gonna be covering the Red Sox all season. I can't guarantee every season because things come up. I've been really busy lately, but I'm on spring break. Only have about a month left until I graduate from school, so I'll be coming out with a ton of videos. If you're into football, I will be making many football videos, many predictions, outlooks, all kinds of stuff, and hopefully it'll help my channel grow even more than it already has. So, go Sox! Man, I started out wrong. Roll Tide, go Sox, and go Titans to you. Have a great day, guys. Please comment below what you think about the Red Sox so far, how you think they're gonna go, how they're gonna be going on later in the season. So, see ya. Have a great day, and peace.